The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Set 60 outlaw. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Pilot 64 weak. Ready.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
That's what I do.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Blue dark corkers. Blue dark corkers. Let's go, baby.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Let's go.
They run the option on 2nd down. And here's a quick throw to Handler on the edge. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You don't want to see me.
Set high.
You don't want it.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Yes. Hey, Mike 51, exit.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
51's the Mike. 51. Let's go. Ready.
To throw it is locked. That's complete, Okue Bunam. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 Tucson.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Shift, shift.
Recon 132 fighter.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good job, D. Good job.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Topper.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy 30 yards. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Here we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not here. Here we go, here we go. Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Mike 20.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Here we go, here we go.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Watch the right.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt, that's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We got this.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Black 80.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Conner. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some counter, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
High five, baby, high five. Let's go. Set, ready. 60 points. 51. I'm coming. Ready, go.
Now lock. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On fourth down, here's the option. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 71 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passers.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Samuels. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. We hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Like 30.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
77.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Cut.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, 34 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point now by Boswell. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Matchbox, light.
Ready. Shotgun snap to Lock. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here I come.
From the gun, it's Lock. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Lock now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
All you get is a headache. Hey, 198. Scene 6. 80 weapon. 80 weapons. Let's go. 198. Watch 98. 98.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lock. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Ready? Black 20.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check. 45's the mic. Check. 45.
On first and 10 is Connor. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Yeah.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass, now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game, not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 45, Mike, 45.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Oh! Right there. All day, baby.
That, like 80.
Mike 20.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's got daylight. 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Going top shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Stay situation. Let's go.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Mike 20.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
All day, baby, all day. Let's go,
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Slam.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
General, West.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Samuels. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And this time he is in.
Yes.
From 3 yards out. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers and 4 that signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
A second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go out and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike, 64, weak.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a light.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. He got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Shift.
Blue dark corkers. On the ready.
Back to throw. Locke escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
On the double. The Mike, boys, 51.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Ready, go.
To throw is Locke. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Undercrush,
Recon, 132 fighters.
Rush in.
Lock to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Let go.
51's Mike. Mike's 51.
Go. Watch the slant.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
He'll look to throw.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80. 20.
6 man. Check curls, check curls.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Let's show them how to play football. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job to Vince. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.